Hey guys, I'm Alex Postelnik, BrewPro Consulting. I'd like to maybe introduce you guys to this concept of the Paris method. Which I've been getting asked a lot of questions about these days. There's millions and millions of pounds of CO2 getting released into our environment every day, every year, all over the world. And this contributes to the warming of our planet. This is something that we're exacerbating by doing this ourselves, even though there's plenty of CO2 released in nature every day. Let me just break it down to you in a few points. Number one, during fermentation, a lot of people use spunding valves. It's also fine to kind of close down a valve on a tank right as you get towards the end of fermentation to capture that extra CO2. So basically this is CO2 being generated from fermentation.
Yeah.
And as you see, it's kind of bubbling through the water, and then it makes its way out to the environment. So
Gotcha.
Number two would be when you're moving beer from the fermenter over to the bright tank, instead of using CO2 and kind of pushing all this beer over, you can connect the two head spaces and get them to kind of balance out the pressures here, and let the pump pressure kind of move the beer over. I'm going to connect a hose like this between the top of the tank, the fermenter, and between the top of the receiving tank. Run a hose from here to here. The third thing would be the proper application of CO2 inside of your stone. The one technique I'm trying to discourage brewers out there from doing is called feeding and bleeding. And that's basically putting CO2 in the stone and at the same time kind of leaking off the head pressure. The thing I don't like about that is it wastes a lot of CO2. It puts a lot of these flavor compounds like hop aroma that we're trying to capture, and it basically just throws it out into the environment. Don't feed and bleed. One brewery like this, maybe it's not significant. It's maybe 1,000 or a few thousand pounds a year. But if you multiply this with bigger facilities that are doing 20 or 25,000 barrels a month, and then you multiply that by 4,000 or 5,000 other breweries out there in the country, we're talking about a huge amount of CO2 that's being released into the environment. And the Paris method is really just kind of bringing some awareness about that, and trying to encourage people to just be a little bit more careful with their resources.